Hey guys, welcome to Make It Dairy Free. I am Larisha.
I am Andrew.
And this is the ultimate vegan taste test, I think, on anywhere on the internet. There is 15 vegan turkeys that we have here. They are all turkeys. There's no ham included in this.
No ham.
So every single one.
This thing looks like a ham right here.
It does, like a little one?
Yeah.
We did this 2-3 years ago. And there were only 9, so you can see in just like a short amount of time how much the vegan market is expanding.
Yep.
And besides this guy, these were all store-bought. So we didn't have like 15 and they were like shipped in or like anything like that.
Oh.
Only one of them. Everything else you can get in stores. It is from 4 different stores that we went to, so not even a lot, right? And we're excited. Are we excited?
What store did you get the most at?
So it was split pretty evenly between Whole Foods and Sprouts.
Okay.
And I know Sprouts isn't everywhere,
Yeah.
but Whole Foods is pretty much most places are within a reasonable driving distance. So Whole Foods and then Sprouts, if you have one locally,
Yep.
you'll be able to get most of these.
I was asking that so that could help those folks if they're deciding, where should I go to get like options. I think that'd be helpful.
Definitely. One thing that we are going to do differently in this video because we have so many is there's going to be a full detailed blog post with ingredients and pricing and all of that inside of there if you have any questions of that. We usually do discuss allergens. We are going to put them right on the screen as we get into eating each single one of them.
Yep.
Anything I missed before we start cooking?
I just feel like let's start eating because this is going to be all day.
It's a lot.
Literally.
Yeah.
So
let's do it. All right, so we are kicking off this turkey taste test with the cheapest and the fastest ones to cook, which are the ones from Aldi. So when we did this before, they only had one, which was an herb one. It looks like now they also make like an oven roasted, completely plain version of it.
Yep.
So these only take 10 minutes to cook, which is super fast, and let's give it a try. Your first thought when they came out of the oven was what?
They're greasy.
Yeah.
Super greasy, and they also look like what I remember fish looking like.
Yeah. It's like flaky and
they look like fish fillets if you kind of...
Yeah. You saw that, right?
Oh, smokes! What was that?
I literally just went like, and then like oil or whatever the greasiness is, like, gored it out.
That is gross. Come on. Not bad for a plain version for me.
To me, it's completely greasy.
Yes.
I think you could like, you know how like some people like put a paper towel on pizza?
Those people shouldn't eat pizza. Okay? that is just not.
But you know the people that I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's not how you eat pizza though.
I feel like you would need to do that with this. It is really
I completely
greasy.
get it. I'm just joking. Yeah.
But it also has like a chicken patty texture to me, not like a turkey. Like it gives that like fishy texture, like fish fillet, chicken patty type
Yes,
of...
I agree. They still make a good fish fillet. Yes.
Yeah. All right, this is the herb one. What happened? Oh, you did it with both of them.
I like the seasonings on it.
It tastes to me like they took the turkey piece and like dipped it in like stovetop stuffing. And then like pulled it back out.
Yeah.
And then added like a pound of grease inside of it.
The grease comes as a heavy aftertaste too. Whenever you do it. Honestly, these look like sandwiches to me. Like you would just stick this in between like your, hamburger buns. That, and then just call it a day. Like this doesn't say throw it on my plate for a big feast kind of thing.
Yeah. I will. The one benefit is that there's only 2 of them in here. It's a small size, so if you are somebody that you just like, it's just you and you're trying to take something somewhere for the holidays.
Yeah.
And you can get over the grease factor. It's not a bad option. Like you're not going to spend a ton of money and have a ton of leftovers and all of that stuff.
You just will have a ton of heartburn from all the grease. That's pretty much what she's saying.
But you don't know if it's from this or like the 95 sides that you eat during the holidays.
Oh no, it's definitely going to be from this. This clearly has enough grease for all of the sides to be cooked in.
It does.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah. All right, let's show you the next one. All right, so we are back with 365, which is Whole Foods name brand. They have 2 this year. This one comes in a bag. There are 2 of these little roasts, and this one says that it is a plant-based roast with gravy and a portobello mushroom stuffing. This one says it is a whole roast, and it just says with gravy. So it's the same gravy in either one, but this one is more of like a traditional like bread stuffing, whereas this one says mushroom stuffing. So it's 2 completely different stuffings. That's the point of all of this that I could have just said in 3 words.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you want to try, are you going to try this one?
I'm a little hesitant, I'm gonna be honest.
It
I would be
also
really,
feels
I'd
like-
really happy if I could dodge the mushroom.
Get it like out of there for you so you could just taste it.
I mean, if you want to, I was gonna do it, but if you wanna, you know, that's definitely a mushroom still in there right there.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
No, I got one more.
This feels hard.
You better taste it.
I'm gonna taste it.
Why you bobbing your head like that? Like you listening to music or
It is
something?
like super. That was like the end piece. Hold on.
You need something in the middle?
I think so.
Should I be waiting for something in the middle?
Yeah, I think it's too hard.
So wait.
Yeah, hold on. Let me unstuff the mushroom. Try this piece.
The whole thing is mushroom?
No. I said let me like take out the mushrooms is what I was
Oh.
saying.
Okay.
All right, you try that piece.
With that or just by itself? Like, what am I doing here?
I would try it with the gravy,
Okay, cool.
and then I'll try this one.
You just dive.
Mm. What do you think?
I think it's already way better than the Aldi version.
Absolutely. When we're comparing like store brand versus store brand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
The what you just cut off for me seems more juicy than what I was initially trying to poke my fork through.
Yeah, it's
Which
like
are like the ends or whatever.
the ends are like so tough, which is hard because it's so tiny
Yeah,
that once you cut off the 2 ends, you're left with like 2 bites.
really nothing there. But the gravy tastes amazing too.
Yes, I agree.
So I can kind of taste that difference, you know, in comparison.
2 other things that I'll say about this one, besides like the texture, even like the bottom of it, like you can tell it's just like really tough.
Yeah.
There was like when we cut into this one, there's almost like a gaping hole inside of it. Like they only put like half of it filled up with stuffing, so like it wasn't.
It's not
stuffed.
quite completely stuffed.
Whereas like you can tell with like this one, like it's
Yeah.
stuffed.
Yeah.
So that was an issue. And then I do want to say, since you didn't try the mushroom stuffing, if you like mushrooms, like the stuffing was amazing. Like it has a really good flavor. You can taste the mushrooms, but also like herbs and stuff that are inside of it. So
I know
really
I didn't quite try the full stuffing or anything,
You can
but
taste it.
you know it kind of soaking into the sides of it because
Right.
it's mostly breading, right? Like
Yeah.
it does taste really good.
Yeah.
I can't do the mushroom texture. That's where you get me.
All right, we'll just cut this one in half.
Okay.
So this one is more of like a traditional bread stuffing, which y'all, it's not just the mushroom stuffing. Like if you've been here for a while, and you know Andrew hates mushrooms, but he also doesn't like stuffing at all. So like the whole concept of like stuffed turkey.
Isn't it like like soggy bread? Like
Yeah, but you like bread pudding, so like that's what I always laugh about.
yeah, I don't know.
So all right. So the same gravy comes with both of them, so that's why we're using the same bowl.
I'm gonna try the stuffing. Okay. We're gonna try it. Let's see what happens here. This is a big piece.
Sorry, just take a little bite. So while you're chewing, I will say, I love this like crispy breading texture on the outside of it. I actually prefer the mushroom stuffing compared to this bread stuffing. It's fine, it tastes like stuffing, it's good, but I actually like the flavor that the mushrooms give the stuffing that's in this one.
I actually like the flavors on that one too.
Yeah, but even like the turkey part, like it's nice, it's tender, like
Yeah.
this is a good option.
Yeah, for sure. It's almost like you wish they made that one this size.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Overall, it's a pretty moist. I know people don't like that word, but I mean, there's not really a good word to describe. It's a pretty damp inside.
Yeah.
I don't know, moist, but that tastes really good. The stuffing, I wasn't too fond of. Like, there's like, I love food that have different textures in places, but there's a texture in there I'm not feeling.
It's likely because we're gonna list like everything that you don't like in food in this video.
Is it cooked fruit?
It has cranberries in it. I can see them.
Yeah.
So it's like the cooked fruit, like the gummy texture almost.
Yes.
Mixed with everything else.
Yeah, that was in there, and I was trying to fight through it.
Yeah, but overall, like the texture of the actual like vegan turkey part is nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a good option. All right, next one.
Yeah.
I don't know why I drug out the. All right.
Wait, for people, we should probably line these up to something though. Like at some point there should be a tier. So right now this is top tier in comparison to what we just tasted between Aldi and 365.
Yeah, well,
and as we go, we'll let you know what kind of takes over.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just do something like that?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Okay, so we are back with Gardein. We typically love most things Gardein, so this should be a positive experience for us. But so they
Just
have.
gonna make an assumption.
I know. They have a box roast, so a whole roast, and then they also have a bagged version, again, that only has 2 of these little ones. So if you're looking for something smaller, it's a good option. They both come with the same gravy, which. Does this one differentiate? It's like what type of gravy it is? No, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see. It's like a brown herby looking gravy. So.
Brown herby.
All right, you ready to try it?
I'm pretty sure these are the same exact.
Oh, that's what we wanted to say. This one lists kale, and this one does not list kale, so that's why we made both of them.
That's what she made.
But they look exactly the same.
Pretty much.
Like cranberry stuffing, the color of the turkey, like all of it. Are we picking out the cranberries at this point?
They too big. They should have chopped them up for me.
They are big.
They should have chopped them up for me. Like, hey, Andrew's gonna be eating this one, so. What you think?
I like it.
What?
The cranberries, I agree. So we did do a little video so you guys could see up close, but you can see that the cranberries are like bigger. I feel like you get a lot of that taste. You took yours out, but for someone that didn't, you do get a lot. I love the crunchy texture on the outside. The meat for the turkey part is actually like really tender. I guess it was like a little bit more herbier in the stuffing for the simple fact that like it's a lot of cranberries.
Oh, okay.
But otherwise, I love the texture of it and the both the outside texture and the meat texture.
The little bit of cranberry that I had left in there, I was able to taste it, but it actually tastes really good to me.
Yeah.
I had no complaints. Like this is actually, I'm pretty sure right now this is the next level.
Yes, I agree. Like it's above everything else.
Okay, cool.
Okay, you want to try? I guess we can just cut one of these in half.
I was about to say these things.
So I do want to talk while we taste this one is that the bottom of the Gardein seemed to almost cook a little bit faster than it should have because it's supposed to cook for like a certain amount of time and then you're supposed to remove the foil and then cook it for 20 more minutes. By the time it got to the point where we were supposed to take the foil off, it was already pretty dark right here in some spots and it was already at 165 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like it's done temperature. So just be mindful of that when you're cooking this one.
Does it ask you to flip it or rotate it at all?
Mm-mm. It's the exact same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it tastes the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we also used a darker baking sheet, which could inherently help with that more brown on the bottom there.
So what you're saying is like for them, maybe if they're not used to like baking or cooking, maybe they're like new in the kitchen, is that maybe we should have used a lighter baking tray or even maybe like a glass roasting dish.
Yeah.
Maybe would have helped it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you agree that this should be number one at this point, where we are in the video?
Yes.
Yes. And we're going to say that they're the exact same thing because...
I don't taste any difference.
One question. Do you like this gravy more than you like...
Do not.
You like the Whole Foods gravy better. I agree.
Yeah.
Not that you're going to buy two so you can mix and match the gravies, but...
Correct.
Just curious. All right, ready for the next one?
I was drinking when you asked that question, but yes.
Yes, thumbs up. All right, we are back with the next two. We have kind of a store one and then the one that we got sent. So this one that we got sent is from All Vegetarian Inc. It says vegan turkey roast. And this thing is pretty much filled with like every possible thing you can think of from like your kitchen sink. And just so we're on the same page, what I mean by that,
Ugh.
it says it has, what was that?
Saying everything from your kitchen sink.
Oh.
If you said like refrigerator, maybe my thoughts would have been elsewhere.
This says it has brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes, taro, edamame, cashews, chestnuts, mushrooms, 2 types of mushrooms, lotus seeds, pinto beans, potatoes, carrots, and then seasoning.
It's fair to say that this has every allergen that you could possibly want in something. So here you go, right here.
Man.
Served up on a plate.
Okay. One of the nice things about this one though is there's an actual like crispy skin thing happening here, which is like pretty cool.
Cool to hear because it ain't cool to look at.
No, you don't think so?
No, it doesn't look good necessarily.
I think I like the idea of it because like the crispy, like prior to being vegan, like, you know, crispy skin on certain things was like the nice part of like when you like bit into it. So that's what I mean.
No, I completely get that.
All right, let's give this a try.
It may be why I don't like the look of it.
I gave you a fork, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's over there.
Thought you were gonna feed me.
Oh, hey.
I'm joking.
All right.
Don't you start.
Let's try. What's your thought?
I'm gonna go ahead and say you like this because you just keep picking things up.
I was trying like different parts of the stuffing.
Okay. Not bad at all. It honestly smells and tastes a little bit more like sausage than it does.
You think so?
Turkey. Like I get an aroma of like sausage. And obviously that's just the seasonings, but.
It's funny because you're usually the one disagreeing with me, but I feel like I taste like turkey or like a chicken type of like base.
Yeah, I think the texture is like that.
Yeah, but the texture is like really nice. Like it's like flaky, almost like a meaty texture.
Yeah.
This is also the biggest one out of any of the other ones that we've had or will have. It's 5 pounds. So it feeds the most amount of people. The stuffing, even though I said it had all of those ingredients inside of it, it's actually, it goes well together somehow. Like I don't mind it. Everything is nice, like soft, like there's not like a bunch of varying textures. So I think that's nice. Overall, I really like this one. So where would you put this one within everything else? Would you put this above Gardein? Would you put it?
Well, you disagreed. So why don't we take your opinion, because that must mean you feel pretty strong about this.
I mean, to me, it's definitely, to me, I would put this after Gardein, but before everything else.
Okay.
Do you agree with that, or you would have a different opinion?
After Gardein, but before everything else? I don't know if I
So like
understood
number
that.
2 spot. So like.
How can it be after Gardein and also before everything else at the same time?
So Gardein is first, and then it comes after, and then but it's before all the other ones.
Oh, I'm looking at the lineup in the way that you're talking about it. So,
Yeah, so after Gardein, but before all of this.
Got it. I understand now. I wasn't sure if this was going this way because I was also about to ask you. I thought Gardein was supposed to be up this way. All right, I understand the lineup now.
So do you agree with?
I'm thinking about that. They're probably looking at our backs often, like with us, like
Yeah, it's
consistently
hard
doing this.
What So where would you put it?
I would honestly tie it for the other one. I like the fact that it's huge though, so that to me would make it above.
Yeah.
What? Why are you laughing? What?
Well, I have no idea. Like I purposely like went into this without like paying attention to like pricing really.
I wasn't gonna say anything about price.
No, I was gonna say you say like I like the fact that it's big, and I was gonna be like until you find out that it's like $125, and you're like, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah, I mean you're right.
Because you'll just be, I'll just buy 2 of those for $30 instead. I think it's like $12.
Bingo.
All right. This is the Trader Joe's. I feel like it is one of the more like infamous ones. I feel like anytime you see like a vegan like turkey thread on like Facebook or Instagram, people are like, you gotta try Trader Joe's. You gotta try Trader Joe's. So
okay.
It has a.
Is this supposed to be closer?
A reputation. Oh yeah. This one does have a gravy with it. That I just threw stuff into. I was just.
Nah, we don't need to. I don't need to hear why. You decided to do that?
Ready?
I'm good. Uh-huh.
There's like a little spicy kick to it.
I think I like this better than all of them.
Okay, so a couple things for me. It is not that much stuffing inside of the roast, which, so again, maybe that's why you like it. I feel like the herby flavors on this actually come through better than all of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
It still has that like crispy texture, which I like with like some of the breaded ones. And I like the texture of the actual meat. So I would put it at number 1 for what we've tried so far.
Cool.
So Trader Joe's is going to number 1, and then we'll have Gardein at 2, and then this all vegetarian one goes to 3.
Yeah.
All right. We have 4 more still to try. So it's gonna we're gonna see if things shake up, if this stays number 1 or not. Dun dun dun.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I lied. We actually have 5 more, not 4. So we got the next 2 here. I have this one from Upton's, which I'll be honest, right off the bat, it looks like the most unappetizing one to start. It's already pre-cooked into slices.
Sliced.
Huh?
You said it's already pre-cooked into slices.
Oh, like I should have just said it's just
already
sliced.
pre-sliced.
Yeah.
So I was trying to help you.
But also, like, there's supposed to be like gravy at the bottom of it, and you can see in like the B-roll video that you'll see on the screen, like it's like jelly-like. It never actually melted down. So
yeah, it never actually got like liquid.
Yeah.
In terms of gravy, it's just stayed kind of like, you know, when you have like too much cornstarch or something's like,
yeah,
you know, kind of like jiggly. It's pretty much that substance there. And
we even like threw this into the microwave thinking like it just needed like a quick zap, you know, it didn't help.
Yeah.
So, all right. I guess we just need to like try. This is more like Thanksgiving is over and you like cut it really thin to make like sandwiches. But you want to just try this piece?
Huh? Without your what's the name though?
Without my fork?
Yeah.
Because I touched the gravy?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
This is like too big. All right, you ready?
I can't say it. Yeah.
It doesn't smell the greatest. It didn't smell the greatest when I poured it out of the container.
It really doesn't, honestly. Okay. Is it warm?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't like this one.
The meat itself almost tastes like a little jiggly. Which honestly is really sad because it has one of the cleanest ingredient lists out of all of the ones that we've tried.
Oh my goodness.
You want this?
No, I've swallowed it.
Oh, you want your water then?
No.
So I was really hoping that it was just like a look that maybe we could get over once we tasted it, but it's a no.
It smells exactly what it tastes like, which is not good.
Yeah.
Like by far.
I'm not a fan. So I'm assuming you would put this after Aldi.
No, this is number 1. I feel like.
I'm just saying, like you also said the Aldi one tasted like fish, so I'm making sure at least this somewhat resembles turkey and tastes like it.
I mean, it looks like something, but I wouldn't say it looks like turkey either.
Yeah, but you would eat the Aldi one.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Where you wouldn't eat this.
No.
Okay. This one is from a company called Vegetarian Plus, not to be confused with the one we tried in the last segment, which is All Vegetarian Inc. So very similar.
Oh wow, I didn't even realize they were like two different things.
Yeah, not the same at all. So this one looks very turkey-like here. Does not look the same here. I mean, this part I guess isn't that off, but like this whole outside is much darker. It also is like kind of reminiscent of like in the last turkey video we did no evil foods.
Okay. And
we said it looked like poop. So it kind of has that same like color where you're like, I don't know.
This is perfect thoughts right before
but
we're gonna
there's also
dive in and eat
a cranberry glaze with it instead of a gravy, and it smells like a holiday heaven. Yeah. It smells so good.
It smells like cinnamon. Like you're burning a candle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good. Okay, ready to try it? Oh, I didn't cut it in like half. Okay. Ready?
Let's do it.
I want to try it without that and then try a piece with it. Just because it's not gravy.
I'll take a bite. Yeah, I'll do it.
There's a lot of like pepperiness going on here, I think.
This has a really good texture, at least.
See, I think it tastes kind of gummy.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I do. I feel like it's a little gummy-like.
I don't get that at all. Did you like this? Not really.
No, I do. It's very cinnamon clovey. I think to the point where when mixed with the pepper, it's a little too much spice in your mouth. Too much like competing spices. You love it. He's gonna disagree. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
What?
What's your opinion? You love it. You think it complements each other, right?
If you want seasoning, you want flavor, good texture, but something that also looks like a log that would be inside of a toilet maybe, I don't know. But it's good. To me. Again, I don't mind the texture at all. I think the texture is actually fairly accurate to what, you know, actual meat tastes like. But also the peppery seasoning on the outside is like,
Okay, I will say I took another bite by itself. And so maybe it was just that one bite, because I don't get as much of it, that gumminess.
Okay.
It is very moist though too. I think we need to call that out because I don't think we said that. So.
Well, which is why I feel like the texture is good.
Yeah.
To be honest.
But I think, I don't know. I like it, but I don't know. Maybe if I had like mashed potatoes with the, maybe if I had like mashed potatoes and like stuff on the same plate and like I can combine everything, but I feel like there's just a lot of competing flavor here. So where would you put this? So we know this one's going last. Where would we put this one?
I don't know. I might have to taste it again just to be able to tell, to be honest with you, because it's, you know, I think it also doesn't have any stuffing, which is a plus for me. So.
Oh yeah, there's no stuffing in this one. It's a straight log of meat. I don't think it's better than Trader Joe's. I won't put it higher than that. And I don't know that I would put it higher than Gardein either.
I'm putting it higher than Gardein, and I'm saying it's competing with Trader Joe's. Especially when you add this magnificent, you know, Yankee Doodle candle kind of thing going on here.
It's just Yankee Candle. It's not Yankee Doodle Candle.
I know. It was a joke.
No, but Yankee Candle is a very popular candle company.
I know.
Oh, but I thought you thought it was Yankee Doodle because
I was
do
just
stuff like that.
I was just playing around.
All right, I don't know. To me, I like Gardein better.
We can have our different placement. We don't have to agree. It's okay.
What, we're gonna have a running list of like Andrew versus Larisha though?
Whoever believes my taste buds more than they believe your taste buds.
Oh, so like everybody who watches us is gonna be like.
If they believe my taste buds more than yours, they'll side with, you know, This is good. I have no idea what you're thinking.
We're going to the next 3.
She might need to come back to this one in order to get it right, because this is a good one. I'm telling you.
Okay, we are back with the last 3 for sure.
Yep.
It looks like there's a lot going on here, and there is. So we have Tofurky, and then we have field roast over here. So Tofurky now has this like ginormous box that is called a plant-based holiday feast. So it comes with a turkey roast, which is I think 2 pounds. Woo!
Oh boy.
Some gravy, and then this brownie. The box says that it's supposed to feed 6. Andrew says that it feeds 6 people turkey and him a brownie, because that's that.
Pretty much.
They also have a standalone box of a turkey, of just the roast. So there's no gravy, there's no brownie, nothing else, just the roast. It is the exact same, so we only cooked one of them. The thing that I wanted to say is that this says that there's supposed to be instructions written on the inside of the box. However, there's nothing there. So we had to like Google how to do this. We kind of just guessed with the brownie because it didn't say, I think it's a piece from the box.
Oh.
We couldn't find anything there. So
we didn't really guess. The brownie I figured is a brownie. They cooked it, they froze it, so all you gotta do is let it thaw out and it's still a brownie.
Yeah.
So we didn't need to cook it or anything.
Right.
But we did find the directions for the roast on Tofurky's website.
Yeah. You wanna grab your fork?
Yep.
And then this gravy is supposed to go with that one.
Okay.
So it's really thick gravy.
Seems like it.
Did you just drop it into that
No.
one? No. Oh, yes, you did, didn't you? You did. Ready?
Yeah. I'm a fan of that gravy.
I was gonna say I like this gravy more than I like some of the other ones.
Okay.
The texture on this,
I feel like it's a little tough.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's almost like, and I know Tofurky is like the OG vegan brand, but it almost feels like this is what people got used to like 10, 15 years ago, and they're like, oh, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of the other ones that I've tried, like they've nailed more of that, like the texture of meat, like the chewiness and all. Like this is just like one solid bite of food.
Yeah.
Like dense.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Did you say dense? Or am I?
Look, you.
You said tough. That's what
Yeah,
you said.
you got all that by yourself. I didn't touch it.
I will say, the stuffing on this one is like a wild rice stuffing.
Yeah.
And I like this stuffing.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's one of those things where we wish you could like meld different like ones together. Like I wish I could have the texture of this one with this stuffing and this great.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Do you want to taste this?
I'll taste that last.
Okay.
Because that's got to be good, no?
I mean, it doesn't have to be.
I mean, you're right.
Okay.
But I would hope that it's good.
I want to try to just move that off to the side here. All right. So field roast has 3, technically. This one is called a field roast celebration roast, plant-based roast with sage, garlic, and bread stuffing, served with a mushroom gravy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the big one that has like the whole log, and then this one we also didn't cook because it is the exact same thing, but just in a smaller size. So this is 1 pound, this is 2 pounds. So it's double, although I guess it looks like, I was gonna say it looks smaller than half of it, but no, it's not. It's the same size.
Yeah.
The immediate first thing that I noticed, Andrew's like, y'all, I have to deal with this every single day. But
Nah, it's cool.
So the immediate thing I notice here is that it looks dry.
Okay.
Even though like you're supposed to like, do things so it doesn't get dry. I think this is the one.
Do things?
Yeah, you cover it with oil. So like I drizzled oil and like rubbed it in, and then you're supposed to add water to the baking pan, and then you cover it with foil. So I'm saying like we did all of that.
Oh.
But it still looked dry.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Also, the stuffing, you can't tell it apart from the color of.
You really can't. No.
The
It looks exactly the same.
I guess the meat. All right, try it with the gravy.
Yeah, so the mushroom gravy has nothing, like it doesn't look like any mushrooms are actually in it. Just kind of a gravy made from it.
Well, so this one, it's actually a powder. It's all powder, and then you add water and you whisk it together. So there's no chunks.
So porcini, mushroom gravy. I like the gravy on that one better. The roast itself, though, I like the roast better, but it's still a bit dense to me, which is funny because I think this one might have come very close to winning the
first video we did.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. That's what happens with the times.
Yeah.
So this one is also by Field Roast, but it is a hazelnut and cranberry roast, but it is actually wrapped in a puff pastry. One thing, it looks much redder on here than it actually does in person.
It does, yeah.
Everybody on the last video that we did recommended this one, but we couldn't find it at the time, so we actually found it this year. And this is our first time ever trying it. So I like the idea of it being wrapped in a puff pastry, almost like a Wellington type of concept going on.
I agree.
So this one does not come with gravy, but I guess if you got both of the Field Roast, then you could dip it in this gravy.
True. Or you can make your own.
Yeah. Ready? This almost doesn't look like meat as much as it looks like just stuffing.
Like just the inside of it is just stuffing, and the rest of it is just puff pastry.
I wasn't expecting like so much flavor.
I get a
sausage. Are you gonna say it?
No.
Were you gonna say it?
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
Oh, because I was gonna say it. You said one of these tasted like sausage. I don't even remember which one it is now. Was it this one?
Yeah.
But I almost feel like this one tastes like their like sage sausages.
I taste like a. This is actually good. Just FYI.
Yeah.
I taste like a garam masala Indian type of flavors to me. In this, like almost like a curry is embedded in this a bit. Yeah. To be honest with you.
Curry and cranberries.
Yeah. And honestly, I think it's a really good blend. For whatever they did inside of this one.
So my issue with that is this considered to them? Because it says roast, right? But do they consider this a turkey? I guess that's the questionable thing here. Like, it's out with all of the other turkey roasts in the store and stuff like that, but is it supposed to be more of like just a holiday dish? I don't know.
I think I see what you're saying. So you're asking basically, is this supposed to be competing with like a turkey substitute, or is it supposed to be like its own thing, sort of like a Wellington or a meatloaf or something like that? Is what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Right.
Do you get that vibe?
I think in the, I don't know. I think in the vegan world, like we just think of most of this stuff as just like a, like, okay, this is just another roast in a sense. Yeah. We don't really know or care if it really competes, more than we just care that it tastes good.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least I feel like that. That could be literally just my part of the vegan world. But.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it can be like listed as one of like the top ones next to it, but I also understand, and I guess think it should be at the same time.
I think it should be because as I said, I think of it, I'm not gonna speak for everybody else, but I think of a lot of vegan options not necessarily trying to compete with turkey as a substitute. Like you would probably take some of these other ones, but more so that they're all just trying to compete as like a presentation, nicer holiday type dish to have in front of you as a good main course type thing,
I will say the texture on this one I feel like is a bit softer. So I feel like sometimes people are like, I don't want that meaty texture. Like I want something that's like vegan all on its own, that's more vegetable based. I feel like those type of people would still be happy with this one. Yeah. Because it's not so like meaty and stuff like that.
I completely agree.
All right, let's finish this up with dessert. So this, everybody can have a bite like this, and then you can have the rest of it, right?
That's pretty much it. Only if it's good, though. So we'll have to let them know.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah?
For a frozen brownie, yeah. I like the brownie better than I like the turkey.
100%.
Which is funny because they're a vegan meat company. Like, that's what they do.
What?
Tofurky.
Specialize in that?
Mm-hmm. Okay, we decided to like line these up in hopes to have the order for you guys. It is a little chaotic, but hopefully you can tell. Trader Joe's is my number one, but Andrew really thinks that this is somewhere between like a 1 and a 2, and he's not exactly sure. Or
Yeah.
are you?
I'm saying I think this competes with the Trader Joe's one. So
Got it.
it would be either number 1 or very close to it.
Okay. Then we have Gardein.
Again, that's mine. I
Right.
don't know where you would put it.
Yeah, so to me, Gardein would come first, and then it would be here. You're saying like this is like this, but it's okay. It's our opinions. Then the stop. Then the puff pastry wrapped Gardein, all vegetarian, the huge roast, the field roast one that has the gravy in it, Tofurky, 365, bagged 365 because it's different, then the Aldi, and then Upton's at the end. So that is our analysis of all of these vegan turkeys. And do we have anything to add to that?
Tofurky, you should just make that brownie by itself. In case,
And sell it.
people want the brownie by itself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Again, we will have a blog post that lists all of the nutritional information, ingredients, prices, where to buy them, what else you can buy with it. What? No, I'm just joking. I'm just.
You gonna list what else you gonna buy with it? No. I was down. I was like, yes.
That will be linked in the description, along with a roundup of every single Thanksgiving recipe on our website, which is like 55 recipes at this point. So.
Wow. That's gonna be incredible.
Check that out if you need some holiday inspo, and let us know in the comments if you agree with us or think we have absolutely lost our minds, or both, because maybe you agree with us, but we also have lost our minds.
Okay. With that being said,
happy holidays and good night.
believe in good, y'all. Get the number 1. Which is this one, obviously. Peace.
See ya.